I know there's a lot of discourse on the correct way to do makeup as a makeup artist. So let's talk about some of the ways that I do or do not do things. I do like using a makeup primer because I feel like it does make a difference in my makeup routine on how my makeup lays, how it lasts, and especially if I know I'm going to be oily or sweaty, or if I have somebody with really large pores, I think it can definitely help. If I'm looking for full coverage, I do prefer a brush over a makeup sponge. Next one's super controversial apparently, but I don't color correct my birthmark. And why is that? It is because if you get up close, you will see this is very purple undertone. And if I step back here, you can see my foundation is more yellow, warm, and so that already kind of neutralizes my birthmark, and I don't find it necessary to use a color corrector in addition to that. Could I use it up here in this blue-gray area? Yes, I'm just lazy, okay? Now this one also seems to be controversial, but I do like using a pressed powder before a loose powder. It has always just laid better on my skin, and my under eyes especially have just done so much better. I like using a brush like this where I can really just push the powder into my skin. And I also like it being a pressed powder foundation because it helps with my coverage. Whenever I have done my under eyes with loose powder first, or somebody else has done my makeup and done my under eyes with loose powder, I have ended up so cakey and like creasy under my eyes. Like, you will always have some creases, but it just never looks good for me. I do my brows after I do my base, which I wouldn't really recommend for most people. I would do your brows first, but I do that just because I have a lot of pigmentation under my brows because of my birthmark. I feel like these have been villainized so much recently, but I do love a good full length strip lash. You can pry my lily lashes out of my cold dead hands. I prefer rounding out my cupid's bow. I just think it looks better on my lips, but again, that's personal preference. I do love a setting spray or a finishing spray. Some of them are gonna help melt your powders together. Some of them are gonna help make your makeup last longer, but I do think they do their job. Is there practice and theory behind makeup? Of course there is, but that doesn't always mean what works for me is gonna work for you and vice versa. Obviously, we use different products, we do use different techniques, and that is the beautiful thing about makeup. It is creative, it is fun, it washes off at the end of the day. It is not that serious, I promise you. So go have fun and do what works for you.